Hey everybody, this is my second video. It should have been my first video talking about my AR, some things that I've done to it, things I've got for it, things of that nature. These guns are cleared, empty, safe guns, okay? Already done all that. This one here I have, been talking about stuff, it's a 9mm carbine rifle, not a very expensive one. But what I wanted to show you was this is a little laser and light I got at Walmart. It was really, really cheap. Uh, it does the job, you know, for this little home defense type gun. It really does the job for what I wanted to do. Uh, Illuminates the area that I want, you know, across 2, 3 rooms. And it has the red dot laser on it. Uh, I know you see it in the movies and all of that, but to me, the laser being on your target, actually pointing on it, is using it this way. It's you have to adjust in how you shoot it because it doesn't shoot right where your shot's going to go. Um, in this case here, it actually shoots a little higher and off to the right when you shoot the weapon. So it's not as good, in my opinion, as using like a red dot sight you can use. One of my other purchases was this. It is a red dot sight. It, you know, mounts on top of the rifle. It's okay. You know, it does its job. But I did want something better than this. Uh, you know, I've tried scopes. It wasn't this exact scope, but you know, different scopes like rifle scopes. Didn't really like the idea behind that either because most of them are at least a 3x9 or whatever, and it's just too much for, you know, using it in home defense type situation. At the range, it's fine. Okay. Um, this right here is my AR. Uh, I did not go out and buy a top of the line first AR. I did buy one already built, not knowing anything about them. It's a DPMS Panther, which is, you know, for the price, it's okay. Okay. Uh, they're kind of hard to get at the times. They're a decent price. I paid $800 for it total. In my area, it was really good considering that Rock Rivers are going for 25 to 3,000, and other ones even higher. Of course, you can see the final product here. We'll talk more about that one in a minute. Um, one thing I did get is I call it the AR wrench. They will call it armor wrench, Armorman's wrench. Uh, I did spend a little extra money, and I got the extra thick one, a little better one. You know, you can buy these for as little as $10 on the internet. This particular one happens to cost $40, but it's thicker, and the amount of grooves that you have in it and such will make a difference in what you're doing and gripping and all of that. So this right here, for the few extra dollars, I believe will help, you know, the investment of my weapon. Okay. One thing I have yet to put on, which was one of the reasons I got the wrench, is this sling, a sling holder, which will actually mount back here. That's something I'm going to do in the very near future. Saying, you know, the different parts, you know, I've got like this right here is the tactical weapons scope. It's not one of the very best. I happen to find these on sale at Bass Pro Shops. They're normally about $99 or something like that. They had it on sale actually for $49.99. So I said, well, this is what I want to try for the price. It even comes with the handle. If you have the handle up on yours, it has the handle mount in the packaging. I tend to keep the packages and what came with them, because if I intend to sell or trade later, you know, it makes it better for everyone. You know, the person receiving it wants a package and everything as well. You know, and this one right here is the multi-tack sight, which is the one. This is the actual one on the AR now. It is a green and red, and instead of just having the dot, it has the multi-tack symbols uh, in there. And the previous one came, I did not ever put the pressure switches on there. Still have the glue things for it, Velcro, whatever. I found with the, I have a folding handle on it, and I've moved it around several times before I chose to mount it where it is now. But I found that for me the switches work just fine. Okay. Here we have the, this is the sling adapter, which I'm using now. It's from Blackhawk. It's from Walmart. It's about $15, $20. Works just fine. And I personally, this is a range gun, home defense and range. I went and bought a Winchester sling. This particular type is the one where you take it out of the buckle and put it through. You can add, for a regular rifle, you can add the sling adapters and all that stuff to it. They sell them with them already on there. Didn't need them, didn't want them. I figured why pay the extra $4 or $5, whatever it is, when you're just going to take them off anyway. Did not see a point in it at all. And I've used some of the, you can see here, I've got some small covers in here I had bought. These are full-size covers, again, Bass Pro. And now, I found you can cut these, and they work just as fine. I did like the curved one at the very front, the top of the rifle, but otherwise I pretty much like them square, and I like to cover up the rail edges on here. They can be a little sharp sometimes because I do have an aluminum quad rail, floating rail on this gun. I took off the regular hand guard. Another tool you can buy. You don't have to have one, but if you're doing something by yourself, it is extremely helpful to have the hand guard tool. It costs about $25, okay? Mine's on loan right now. I'd show it to you. In my previous video, I had talked about, some pulls, and I had bought some additional mags, and I grouped some together, and I played with those back and forth. I tried putting them all four on one side, ammo being up. It worked, but I played with it, and I got this format here to where that goes in here, and when you pull it, you can pull it down and flip it over and snap it right back in on this side. So I have two on this side and two on this side. Again, this is for range only. 120 rounds is not that heavy, but it's still, something you want to just walk around with all the time. But for the range, I believe this is going to work well for me. Okay. Price of ammo these days, filling these up is costly. And as you can see here, as I had put two groups together in the previous video, this was also an easier way where I could just slide on the additional collar and then slide the two together without having to go in and readjust everything to make it fit into the weapon. I advise a speed loader. This is the one that I have. You can buy these. If you want to know where, I can get you a link to get some of these. They sell them at Bass Pro, different ones. This one happens to be a 10-round loader. If you're going to load very many clips, which I loaded 4, I loaded 2 without it and 2 with it. It saves you about half the time, if not more, not to mention the wear and tear on your hands, which is the reason I got it, because who wants to sit down and load ammo, then your hands hurt and you don't want to go shoot. Kind of defeats your purpose, doesn't it? Like I said, this was a regular BPMS Panther. Okay, nothing special about it. It comes stock the way it is. I changed the to an aluminum. I can get a focus on there. Quad rail floating system on here, and I do have the one from Bass Pro, which is the T4x30 tactical weapon scope. Okay, and I also have the magnifier that I've saved from Walmart.